Okay, we're back from our commercial break, and Norman, we're at the predictions portion, which
one thing I did not predict was that trade. I mean, I did not expect that to happen. I don't know if you heard rumors about it, but
there were so many players on the block today. I don't even know. After Sunday's game, everybody, some captains were even trying to trade themselves.
Yes,
it was
well,
chaotic.
who do you care to reveal to us that? Who else is on the trading block? What are you hearing?
I don't know. I mean, obviously, when you start at 0-2, which
Right.
there were a couple of teams, they're sort of putting everybody on the block. So,
Mhm.
the Astros are, of course, in the conversation. But there's always that.
But who are the Astros looking to trade?
I don't know. I don't know. But, anytime there's a trade, always the name Saban pops up. And, but people don't like to deal with Maurice. They think he's unethical, immoral.
Really?
And those are his nice qualities.
Right,
so
right.
I don't know. I don't know if those trades are going to go through. But I mean, here you had a team that won 17-2 in Game 1 and was still nonetheless interested in.
You would think with the way they hit in Game 1 against AB Saka, they'd be thrilled, they'd be all happy and everything. But I guess not. They were shopping Steven Satie since the draft.
Well, I mean, if you look at the persona of the team, he doesn't fit in at all. It was a little bit surprising at the draft that they even picked him
because he dropped to them, and I think he was too good to pass up. They didn't think these other guys were going to go in front of him.
Yeah, but you have to know what you're getting with him. If you're looking for rah-rah, you got the wrong guy.
Right.
If you're looking for great numbers, and
he's a phenomenal, true power hitter.
Power hitter.
You play him in the fence, and he still hits for power somehow.
I mean, he's the same type of guy like Albert Gamel. I mean, the same type of power and the same type defensively. So, it's a bit of a shock that he got traded so fast. But
and what about Sam Michon being traded after 1 week? He must have really impressed.
Well, he was not impressive, and he made a lot of errors. And Rumi, they said he just looked like he came straight from the city. I don't know if he ever went home. But we might add also, Legion of Boom acquires Zaki Michon in that trade also.
Do they know that? I don't know if they know that.
He comes to the package. But also, we should mention that the Boys of Summer does have a fine replacement for Sam Michon in the name of Elliot Rishti.
For sure.
But we might add a rough day at second base, but this is his natural position. I think he's more comfortable on the left side of the infield. So
he's always been a shortstop. He should be a shortstop. I'm a little bothered by the 4 infielders only because the infield is bigger this year. 4 outfielders and 4 infielders actually.
Yeah. I don't personally like leaving because I was telling somebody the other day how much action there is at short center is amazing.
Yep.
I mean. It seems like in the old days you try to hide a guy at short center. Now there's so much action there, and so to leave a big gap open right there is going to be tough. But listen,
but I think it's the right move for them because they had Elliot Rishti there.
Yeah.
So they don't need both of them.
Yeah,
they have Salim at third. That's good. He played well yesterday. They put Elliot at short. They go the 4 outfielders. I wonder how they can. I guess they'll put Steven in left center or right center. I'm not even sure which one they're going to put him in.
Yeah, it's I guess they can just play it around depending on. I don't know. I would think it gets a little confusing to go 4 outfielders when do you move for the ball? You don't. Do you let the other guy? How much ground do you cover? I would think it's a little difficult.
Right, and it's funny because you hit the ball up the middle now. There's no short center, and there's no center fielder in the middle.
Right.
They're both there and there. So.
And then you have to look at it like this: the chance of collision is always going to be in the back of their mind.
Mm-hmm.
Should they go for it? Should they dive? Am I going to run into the guy? I think it's a little tricky. I don't know if it really works full time. And the great hitters always take advantage of the 4 outfielders.
Last year when I played with Ali, every time they went 4 outfielders,
he should
first pitch, boom, up the middle, no problem.
That was an automatic double for him because he's playing so deep. If he just hit it up the middle,
yeah.
So, it's going to be interesting. Is it a desperation move? I don't know. I mean,
they got a great hitter in return. So they didn't sell short. They got a good guy for a good. It's a big trade, but they got good value back.
Right.
and they're one of the teams that actually could trade a shortstop and still have a shortstop.
Right. Without getting one in return. So they were fortunate in that regard. So it'll be interesting to see. Listen, it could be the trade that turns them around. All right, we got call coming in on line 2. Mars, you're on the air.
Did I win?
Yes. You get dinner for 2 with Sammy and St. Sutton.
Oh, I thought this was the contest to meet the Gold Glove catcher, Norman Arjumau.
If you wait outside the studio, I always sign autographs on the way to my limousine.
Okay.
So if you're there, you might get lucky.
Okay, good. Now it's good to know.
Mo Casson of the Hebrew Nationals. How's it going?
Good, great, actually.
How is your all Cohen outfield doing?
All color, just we it's funny. That wasn't the way it was the first game, and we put together an all Cohen outfield. They looked very solid in game 2.
I'm hearing that Morris Cohen in right field made a wonderful catch. I don't know if he got a great root on it right away, a great read on it, but he recovered and made a big catch against Avi Dweck.
Yeah, there was I think it was in the 3rd inning. We were either down. I don't remember. I think I told you about this, Norman.
Mm-hmm.
We were down 1-0, I think, at the time, and first and second and third. And Steven Zappi was up, the former Legion of Boom left fielder. By the way, Sam Michon and Steven Zappi jerseys go on sale 50% off today. And I should be going to get my Sam Michon jersey. It's going to be nice one to wear next week.
Did you notice anything playing this team that Steven didn't fit in or wasn't happy or anything, or no?
Well, no, I don't think so. Steven seemed pretty giddy. He really liked the team. I mean, everybody. I mean, you start off 17-2. How can you be unhappy with your team?
Right.
But
that was the stat. How did he do the other day?
We were actively going after both Steven and Sam. No real reason. We love our team the way it was.
Oh, you guys were involved in the talks also?
What?
Your team was involved in the talks also?
Well, we were dabbling. We saw an opportunity to bolster up the lineup and possibly, increase our skills. And Sam has a rapport with Davey. Past 2 years they played together, won championship together.
Yes, very true.
So Davey reached out to Sam, or Sam reached out to Davey, and we were seeing if we can get something done, but we couldn't put anything together. We didn't want to give up too much. And
who was the guy that they wanted that you considered too much? Who was your blue chip that you?
I spoke with Ike Mavora a little bit later in the evening after the trade was unofficially made. Buster only reported that Sam was on his way to the Legion of Boom, and I spoke to Ike, and Ike was telling me that the only way that we were going to be able to make this trade is if somebody like me would be included in the trade, and that wasn't possible. So,
right.
We didn't give up that plus a bat like Eddie Hakeem, let's say.
Right.
And to get Sam, it would have been giving up way too much for. Where, from what I heard, was an abysmal showing at shortstop last week.
That's what it sounds like. Yeah.
It is kind of strange after 1 week to just break up teams.
I mean,
but
yeah, Sam is not a rookie. He's played
with an all-star like Sam Nishon, the way he plays in that year. It's pretty. I don't know if it's uncharacteristic. I haven't really seen him so much at short.
Yeah.
He's a good ball player, good athlete, with very good bat. So he's going to do good things on this team. I just am curious as to why Eshko made the trade after such a nice showing in week 1.
Yeah, I guess to get younger, and I think he more fits the image of their team. It's going to be interesting to see how he is as an outfielder. We never saw that out of him before.
No, it's a fair trade. I like for both sides.
I think it makes sense for both sides also. I think it's a good deal for both teams. And you know what? Maybe they made the trade, Legion of Boom, because Mavora was shopping it or Nathan was shopping it, and they saw this as their only chance to get Sam Michon, you know?
Opportunity out there, you strike. I understand completely.
Well, the ironic part about it, the oldest team in the league just got even older. So much.
And that's exactly what I told Mavora.
So much for the youth movement, you know. It's
Yeah, it's nice. It's gonna be old timers day every single Sunday.
all right, Mars. So good luck the rest of the way. You guys rebounded nice after the 17-2 loss, so it was good to see you guys come back.
It was a tough loss, you know. But I spoke to a bunch of the rookies on our team, and the young guys. They seem to be a little nervous, a little shaken up in the beginning of the first game of the season. I mean, I remember when I barely played for Jack Zoltz's Code Red team, so I was traded. But I was nervous.
Actually, you might add you might add you did go from Jay-Z Zolta's bench to championship team that same year.
Yep, I'll never forget it. I hit a home run in that World Series also. But it's funny. I told them, it's a lot of fun playing this league. I mean, you guys do a wonderful job year in, year out. And once you get comfortable, I mean, the thing is, it usually takes 2 to 3 years for guys to really get comfortable and feel like they're a part of the league and know the guys and everything. So we're trying to expedite that process here in the Hebrew Nationals meat packing organization.
All right, so it sounds like you guys are headed in the right direction, and
It's a stellar group. I really love the young blood. Jacob Cohen, the big bomb. Moko's looking gorgeous out there, very smooth, silky smooth, and Leo Hanono on the base paths in the field, and hopefully we get Zach Goldberg back. And that's not to mention a smooth fielding and hitting by Moriarty at shortstop.
how did he play it short, by the way? We forgot to mention that one.
He was very, very, very composed, very calm, played a great short, and he hit very well. So that was.
We're not going to hear he's traded in the next 5 minutes, are we?
No. This just in.
Moni the Pony.
By the way, A.B. Saka won a championship with a very, very young team already. He won that. Remember that team that he won with? Zach Ashkenazi was a rookie, and
that was a great team. That was with the Schumans.
Rip and
Rip. Yeah, and then he went to the finals a year later with Fountain Youth.
Right. So he can bring a young team to the finals.
Yeah.
So. He even told us, he goes, this team's very young. I don't really know the guys on the team, but I said the same thing with the Fountain Youth, and we made it to the finals.
You know what's amazing? Yeah. You could take a year off from the YMSL and come back.
Not know anything.
You think he was gone 5 years.
It's true.
He missed 1 year, so it's like a lot of new faces every year. But thanks for the phone call, Morris, and good luck the rest of the way.
Guys, congratulations on week 1, and we're looking forward to it.
All right, thank you. You too. So obviously very happy Mars Casson over there.
Well, same thing with Jeffrey Saka's team. If A.B. Saka and Jeffrey Saka are going to get rocked, you accept that because you know it's not going to happen all the time. So all right, they got rocked on week 1 game. A.B. got mercied. It'll probably never happen the rest of the year. So,
but they showed a lot of the character by bouncing back and winning games.
Both teams, right?
So to come back from a 17-2 shellacking is not easy.
No,
really, the teams are down, and so let's get to the predictions part of the program.
Mm-hmm.
So now, obviously, we're all for a couple of weeks, not to return till April 27th. Now, the feature game is at Memorial One, and that's Morris Casson's Hebrew Nationals versus Sandy Towell's Rockies. Now, both 1-1. It's kind of hard now to see exactly, to get a feel for the team. But I like the Rocky team a lot. We both did, and but I think Hebrew National. I think there's going to be a split.
I also like the Rocky team a lot. I don't like this Jordy injury, which puts Victor Dweck at short. Victor Dweck can play short, but he's not Jordy. I don't know how it's going to affect Jordy's bat. I think it's a
Wasn't
big
his
loss.
ankle with 3 weeks off still? They said it's.
I don't know. He hurt his ankle a while ago. It was like at the draft. I think he hurt his
yeah.
ankle playing basketball. And it's been a while. It's still not healed. It sounds like it's going to be a lingering thing. A.B. Saka coming off the break. I sort of like the Hebrew Nationals here. I think they're going to sweep the Rockies. And I'm.
Now it's interesting. Maybe they could have worked out. Sammy.
We got an interesting caller coming in.
Sammy Towell has some history with Sam Bishot. He could have. Possibly picked them up in a trade.
They played on the Marlins together. You're right, and he needed a shortstop.
Yeah, so he won a championship with the Marlins. We had a call coming in from Barcelona, Spain. Sam, you're on the air. Sam, it's not 4 a.m. Sam, wake up.
Yeah, I'm up. I'm ready. How you doing? How's everything?
Sam, you tell us. You've been traded already after 1 week.
Yeah. First of all, I want to say thank you to support this summer organization. Nothing but good things over there. I wish them the best of luck on forward.
Nothing but good things over there.
But I'm really excited to be reunited with former World Series teammates Jack Ashkenazi and Towell, and to join a very young and energetic squad over there with the Legion of Boom.
Sam, there were reports that you showed up to the game. Maybe you weren't ready. Do you want to address those reports?
I take full responsibility. I had a party the night before. Was out for a very long night, and a little irresponsible of me. But the truth is, I think I built a nice reputation over the last 2 years that it wouldn't. I had a bad day, a rough day, but it wouldn't blow up in smoke like it did. But I heard my name being shopped around after Sunday, and that just ticked me off a little bit. So I'm happy to move on and move to a good team.
We're hearing some rumblings through the media that you initiated a lot of those phone calls.
I think that's a lot of other captains below me spoke, but some guys came over to me after the game and asked me how the game went. I told them what happened, told them how we did as a team, how I did individually, and they asked me, would you play certain positions for them if they wanted to make a move, and I just answered honestly. I said I would play outfield.
I got to say, I sort of agree with you that you built up a reputation over the last couple of years. You're a good shortstop. I'm surprised that they made a move so quickly. I really am. However, I think your team had 2 shortstops on it, so I guess they could make the trade. And it's not like they sold you for nothing. They got a great hitter in Steven Safdie. So I guess it works out for everybody, yourself included.
Yeah, listen, I hear good things about Steven Safdie. I don't really know him. I'm not sure if I know him or not. I know him by face, and I know him, but I'm not sure. But
You've been in the league 3 years. He's been the MVP maybe the last 2 years.
Oh, great. Well, I'm new to the league, so I don't know everybody by name. I know them by face. But, bottom line is I'm very happy to be joining a very young, fast lineup. And listen, that team over there is very veteran savvy, and that's really not my style. The last 2 years, I was on a young team, a lot of speed, so I'm very happy right now.
All right, we're glad. We're interested to see how you're going to be in left field. I'm sure you're going to do a great job. We're very high on your talent, obviously on the show. We think you got MVP type talent, so hopefully you'll put it all together and get home a little earlier on the Saturday night.
Yeah, definitely. And the last couple of weeks, I closed up shop in Barcelona. Now I'm closing up shop in New York City. So nothing but business from now on in the YMSL.
All right. Well, you could party for the next couple of weeks, but
have a safe flight to Seattle to the Legion of Boom, and good luck with your new young squad, 1-1.
All right, Sam. Thanks for calling in.
Right.
All right. Take care.
Well, Sam gains a win with that trade because now he's 1-1 instead of 0-2.
Interesting. He obviously seems to think that he was unwanted over there after week 1.
It sounds like it was mutual. He didn't seem to want to be there either.
There was rumblings he didn't want to be there before the year started. So who knows? Who knows what's true, what's not. Bottom line, he was traded, and new start for him, new start for Steven Safdie, and let's see who gets the better part of the deal as the year goes on. So would we both pick a split over here?
No, I think the Hebrew Nationals are gonna sweep. I think Davey Sack is gonna be strong. I don't see a mercy here, and I'm worried about Jordy missing time for the Rockies.
Right. Okay. So over at Memorial 2, hopefully they'll get it ready. They're renovating.
They're putting a new dome over it, right?
New dome expansion. We'll have the Brooklyn Dodgers at 1-1 versus the 0-2 Boys of Summer.
Steven Safdie, right?
Steven Safdie is going to make his debut over there. This is going to be. I'm assuming Sack is probably going to be pitching here. I don't know, but I don't know. This is I'm not getting a good sense for Boys of Summer right now.
The Boys of Summer, I think, are in a little bit of trouble right now. To tell you the truth, I see the Brooklyn Dodgers. It's funny. Isn't Boys of Summer the nickname for the Brooklyn Dodgers? Yeah, that's what I thought. So I think the Brooklyn Dodgers are gonna beat the Boys of Summer. Jeffrey Saka, Elliott Mann homered in his debut game. I don't know if they keep Jimmy at third or not, but I think the Dodgers are the better team than the Boys of Summer. Bottom line, so I think they're going to sweep.
I somehow think Boys of Summer is going to win one game. I don't know how they're going to. I can't see them 0-4. I see them as 1-3. But they did help themselves defensively. Offensively a little bit. The good thing is, with the 4 outfielders, at least they have Ali and Malak could put it to use right away.
Right.
And Saka could shut them down also. So I don't know, but I think they're going to find a way to win one game. I just don't see that veteran team being 0-4. Now the big matchup, which is going to be at Memorial 3, is going to be the Untouchables 2-0 versus Helter Skelter.
Look at that, the 2-0 teams. Wow.
So this is going to be the Myers Safdie going up against Leo Casson, the 2 similar type pitchers. Untouchables, I'll tell you, they if you look at their team, they could be like one of the unknowns of a couple of years ago. Get off to a very good start.
Right.
Now that we know what some of the guys are capable of, a lot of talent there. It's going to be interesting. I think somebody's going to go 4-0. The question is who it's going to be. If I had to say right now, I think it's going to be Untouchables.
I sort of want to see nobody be 4-0. I want to see everyone have the same record. I'm going to go with a split over here. I can't see Helter Skelter sweeping. I'm going to say a split. I think Helter Skelter, maybe they have something that I didn't see early on. Hank and Gamal and Max, maybe they could put it together. And Meyer, all he does is win games.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go with a split. They'll both be very happy at 3-1 and move on to the next week.
Yeah, so that's not a bad pick. Now over at Meadowbrook is yours truly over there, NRJ. Now this is a great matchup because the Indians are going to go into the 0-2 Houston Astros.
I'm shocked that they're 0-2.
Now I don't know if you really want to play them when they're 0-2.
I'd rather not play them when they're 0-2 and backs against the wall. Obviously we want to sweep, but the Astros are going to do anything in their possibility to not be 0-4. Right. So, it's going to be very, very tough.
Now, we should mention that who knows what lineup the Astros are going to be fielding 3 weeks from now. It could be a completely different team.
Nothing would surprise me.
But I think the Astros are going to win one game. I don't see them being 0-4, so I think it's going to be a split. And you see the last year, I think it was split almost. Did you get swept at all last year?
We got swept over a 2-month period because we had a triple header and a rain game.
Oh, that was, but never on a one Sunday.
Never on a one Sunday did we get swept. We only split.
Yeah, I remember that.
We split a lot last year.
I thought almost every week.
Almost every week we split. We had a sweep early on, so we were 3-1, and then we were 4-2, 5-3.
No, so other than that against, I believe it was Nathan's team, you lost both games at
Right.
2 different times, and then you swept. But the other 6 weeks were all splits.
All splits. We just kept
So I
splitting.
think you're gonna be in for another split this week and or in 3 weeks. And I'll tell you one thing: I do not want to be with that Astros. They're 0-4.
Don't you want us to sweep just so you can see them? You see the lava
Oh my God!
coming out of Saban.
Now remember Saban 2 years ago when I don't remember the name of his team. There was so many names that year.
Watch out.
Yeah.
The
Similar
Sisters
type.
of Sacred Heart, maybe?
Similar type of thing. It's stacked lineup. Moses at their pitcher, among others, and had a disastrous year. So, could they be headed that same road?
I don't think they can. This lineup is better than what Saban has ever
They didn't
had.
have Mo Shama on that.
They didn't have Mara Shama. I don't know. I can't. I think maybe the way the game started last week really got them off to a bad start. I can't see this being a bad season for the Astros yet. If they get swept and they're 0-4, anything can happen. But
Yeah.
I don't know. I can't see it. It's too good.
Right. And we might add, with 0-2 start, a very subdued Saban Solomon on Sunday. Did not erupt, which is a good sign. Or maybe that's what they need. I don't know.
He knows we're waiting for it. And, you can never predict when a volcano erupts.
That's true. So it definitely could erupt in Meadowbrook. You can see some lava all over Wyckoff's field. Now the final matchup is going to be at Fireman's, which is going to be the improved Legion of Boom, young and either this guy Younger versus the Cardinals. I really like this Cardinal team. I think now Eliezer is going to be returning that day.
Mm-hmm.
Eddie Michon goes back to third. They got stronger with Lewis catching now. I think it's a very, very solid team. Max Shadid getting better and better as a pitcher. And you mentioned Nathan Zolta now, so it's going to be. I see another split because I think Legion of Boom has got too much youth to lose 2 games, but I see I think the Cardinals are very strong. I think it's going to be a split.
This is the toughest game for me to predict. Very, very tough. I'm going to cop out and just say a split. I was sort of thinking maybe the Cardinals could sweep them, but I'll go with a split because, like you said, the Legion of Boom has a lot of youth, a lot of energy, and this guy, Sam Michon, is going to be very, very hungry. And,
And we should mention this. Lamar Sutton is a very, very good pitcher. Fits the team perfect. High energy, very. He's a battler. He just doesn't give in to anything. So, I think they made a great pick in that very late. Because I don't know why he slipped down at him. So, we're going to be interested. It's only week 1. We really can't get a feel for a team till the 2nd or 3rd week. So,
the only bad news is we got to wait 3 weeks till we get to play again. So,
to all our viewers out there, have a great holiday, and Norman, you and the family, and
you too.
Hopefully, we'll be back in a couple of weeks, and you'll be 3-1.
I hope so.
All right. Thanks, everybody. Good night.
Way home.